Up next, the Spurs taking on the Clippers. For San Antonio, the goal is to get better each and every time they take the floor, continuing to build their chemistry and connection, the unspoken bond that yields victory. Clippers, Spurs. Up next, right after this. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin, you may recall that in 2014, the Spurs played maybe the three most perfect games in finals history. With passing and three-point shooting, they vanquished the Heat and inspired a new wave. Brett Brown, who was then a Spurs assistant, said Greg Popovich had a name for it, summertime. As in, the game's flowing, good shot to great one, and there it is. It's summertime. Kevin?
That's a terrific story. David, thank you. Here are the five for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And for the Spurs, Lyles out there with DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the two guard. So the Clippers win the tip. Beverley with the ball. Doubled by Murray. The pass to Zubac. Basket good. Zubac has got the first basket of the game for the Clippers.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverley. Wow.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And it's Leonard missing. And here are the Spurs. Here's Forbes. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Leonard looking around. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Spurs. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, Pirtle is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Derek White. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Mills in at the 1.
Check out the big man running the floor. Pirtle on the rim run. His reward is a bucket.
And here is Shemet. Morris outside. Six on the shot clock. Outside Williams. And he misses his first shot.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Count the basket. Mills has got his first 2 points.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
It'll count. And that one is off. And so it's San Antonio with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. Checking out the Spurs. Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, you can see the comfortable atmosphere that these players are playing with on the offensive end. Guys understand their roles, Ernie, and they make it look easy on the offensive floor tonight, shooting a very high percentage and not making any bad decisions.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Interior scoring has not been a priority for them. They'd be in a much better shape if they run a more balanced offense. That would make them a harder team to defend, especially in the second half.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Murray and the Clippers looking at who they've got. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Here's Beverly following the bucket by the Spurs. Leonard on the wing, DeRozan defending, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach. How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipes.
Here's Wiles. Rebound by the Clippers.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
And Beverly kicks to Green. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Off the mark. And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. Tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. 6-point game. Gay and Aldridge are up front. Then it's White. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 6. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harrell. Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, this guy is tremendous at keeping plays alive. Montrezl Harrell getting to the offensive window.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 6. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, DeJounte Murray.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Now here's Williams. He feeds it to Leonard. From 12 feet out, he doesn't hit that one. And now we've got the intentional foul. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shooting for San Antonio.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And what a tremendous career for LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, so many double-doubles, a rim protector, makes plays for others. Man, the list goes on.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Jackson passes to Patterson. This one for three. They get it back. And so it's San Antonio with the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.